Hi, my name is Karen and welcome to Pink Planet Planning. Today in my second video ever, I'm going to share with you my work planner, which is a Filofax original in the color stone. It's the A5 size and I use it only for work. Before we get into the actual flip through part of it, I should probably tell you what it is that I do for a living. If any of you follow my blog, Pink High Top Adventures, you're already aware that I'm somebody in recovery from alcohol addiction. I was also in partial hospitalization for major depression and anxiety disorders. And actually it was because of that, because of my experience in recovery, that I have gone back to school to major in psychology to eventually become a counselor. But right now I'm actually working in the mental health field as something called a peer recovery specialist. For those of you that don't know, a peer recovery specialist is somebody with lived experience who works one-on-one with clients in complement and in tandem as part of a team with the client's psychiatrist or counselor, even, primary care physicians. We work by teaching in groups like I do. We work one-on-one with clients, and basically it's people who have good solid recovery behind them are just there to be with the clients and walk with them through their own recovery process. We're not there to counsel per se or do any form of therapy, just somebody to walk with you along the journey. So that's the planner that I'm going to share with you today. I do have other planners, and in my first video I did the unboxing of the Outlander in the new color Prince. I will share with you this video at some point soon, as soon as I figure out what it is I'm going to do with this planner. It is really gorgeous, and I'll give you a sneak peek. I bought some inserts from, I think it's the Stinson Paper Company. They're on Amazon and on Etsy, and I'll leave a link below. Actually, I will leave all links below to any stickers or any products that I have purchased, because I'm pretty sure I kind of failed to mention a couple of products when I actually filmed the video. But anyway, this is the Outlander leather, size B6 slim, and I'll share a video with you, but just to give you a sneak peek, there's like the gold along with this purple. I might use it around either Christmas time or Thanksgiving, not sure, but I'll keep you posted and I will do a video. The other videos that are going to be coming up are my everyday carry, which is also at the moment in stone color. It's the Filofax Malden personal size. This is just for my personal life, like my college, my home, just your regular old, I'm scheduling a doctor's appointment, that sort of thing. I used to have my work planner and my personal planner in one giant planner, but I found that it's much better on weekends in particular to have my own sections divvied out for the things that I'm going to do. Anyway, before I yak on too much longer, let's get into the planner. Okay, so let's take a look at the planner on the inside. Again, it's the Filofax Malden in the color stone. Really pretty kind of gray color, and actually this is a bad background because it kind of blends in. Taking a look at the inside cover, there's this awkward section which doesn't have the pockets like so many of the other Filofaxes do and so many other types of planners do. It's kind of an awkward section, so I end up using it mostly for decoration. I do stick some things in here like business cards or post-it notes. And these pens I sometimes use. I don't use them for writing in my planner. They're Vera Bradley pens that I had gotten a very long time ago. One is a pen, one is a pencil. Got them a long time ago as a gift, and I don't remember. Maybe at a Hallmark somebody had purchased them, because I've seen them in Hallmark and things before. But the pen doesn't write so well on the paper that I use in my planner, but I do use it for just jotting down notes and things. These are technically Post-its, but I don't use them. I just like the little saying and how the little flowers here kind of go with the theme of, or the summer theme that I've had for this planner. I adore these little clips here. I had purchased them on Etsy from a store called TheWhoollyPlanner. They are absolutely adorable. This one looks as if it's knit. This is felt, and I have some others that I'll show you when I do my next planner video. I have some other little animal ones that came from the Woolly Planner, but they're just absolutely cute, and they go so unbelievably well with this dashboard here. The little bumblebee, I think it's just, you know, a cake decoration type thing that came from perhaps Michael's. It's something that we had actually had at a party at work. It's a long story, hard to explain, but the bumblebee is kind of a theme with my co-workers and I, and so that's why for one particular party we had a bumblebee theme, and I stuck it in there temporarily at the end of the staff meeting, and then I started to realize it kind of flowed with the summer planner theme here of flowers and that sort of thing. The dashboard comes from a store that I'm not sure exists at the moment, or it may be temporarily closed. It's Tweety Pie Collage on Etsy, and she made really, really gorgeous dashboards that also have really inspirational quotes on there. And I am a sucker for inspirational quotes. As you can imagine, in my job as a wellness coach, I absolutely love wellness quotes and quotes in general. I have them all over my planners, as you'll see, and I just adore it. But I also love the colors and even the choice of fonts. She's really, really quite creative. I'll leave a link to her Instagram in the space below, as I'll leave links for all of these different inserts and products that I have in here because none of them are handmade. Here's the other side. I just have a clear pocket. This actually comes from Erin Condren. My blog and blog planner is Erin Condren. These coffee stickers are, really, really cute. They're from Planner Kate, and I am a big coffee fanatic, quite frankly. Next, you'll see these really pretty index dividers, these tab dividers, and I really, really love the quality of them. I don't know how well you can see, but unlike some of the dividers that I have made on my own, where I have, you know, cut out scrap paper and laminated it, the lamination comes clear to the edge, so there is no plastic overlap. I've noticed when I've made my own planner dividers, the plastic overlap over time will start to fray and even sometimes have the paper tear apart. These, I don't know how she makes them, but they are just so beautifully, beautifully made. This comes from, where is it? Planner dividers. Oh, PartyHappier on Etsy.com. Yeah, really fantastic. Absolutely recommend these. These are just great. The colors and the styles that she has are really complementary to any planner, and I just love the quality. Next is a part of a planner insert. This is just, you know, your typical emergency information, contact information in case my book ever got lost. This originally came from LifeIsCrafted. I'll also leave the link for that. I used to have LifeIsCrafted inserts, and then I'm not sure again if this shop is open, but I used to purchase a lot of my planner inserts from her. She had some really great inserts, which, you know, I really liked the layout for the week and the way she also included lots of different motivational type inserts, things like capturing jobs well done, moments where you've done something and accomplished something, gratitude, etc. She also had those types of forms in there, and it was really kind of nice, and her styles were really nice too. I don't remember the name of this style, but there was another one that was more dotted, which was also cute. The next section is important contacts. I'm not going to go to that section for obvious reasons, but it was also a LifeIsCrafted version. Here is a sample of the next section, which I realized I didn't put any of my tabs. Ordinarily I put I make little labels from just a Brother label maker, and I realized I didn't put it in there. This is actually a section that is going to become a journal section for me as a student and as, you know, an employee or somebody who's working in the behavioral health field, kind of apprenticing on some level. This is just going to be a section for me to jot down thoughts, jot down anything I learned, lessons learned during the course of the day, kind of a professional journal of sorts, professional diary, if you will, of sorts. I made up a fake page here just to show you. This pieces of this paper here actually came from Erin Condren, my Erin Condren planner a long time ago, back when she used to actually include pads of paper in the back, and the paper was really, really high quality. As you can see, I think I wrote with I don't remember what kind of pen, a fine tip felt pen, Stettler, I think, fine tip felt pen, and it didn't bleed through at all. Pretty sturdy paper, but I haven't seen, you know, she no longer puts these in the planners. They may still have pads of paper available on the website or in their shops, but yeah, it used to actually come with the planner. Kind of cool. And then just Filofax blank paper, not as thick as this other paper here. So the next section is my actual calendar. I do not remember the shop that this came from, but I will be sure to look it up and post it below. I printed it on a very thick paper, and as you'll notice, and I'll show you a little bit later, I have a tendency to print my calendar pages on 36-pound paper, or 32-pound paper, maybe even 26-pound paper, because I do tend to like to write with felt liners and use a lot of color and highlighters, and I hate it when it bleeds through. This is also from LifeIsCrafted, back a long, long time ago. As you can see, I kind of cut off the holes for the planner that were on this side. I must have purchased it back in 2017, but I just kept it because it also includes 2020 here, and it's full of colors. I love color. These tab dividers are from LifeIsCrafted as well. They're made of a very sturdy cardstock. They have laminated tabs at the top here, or on the side rather. And on the flip side, each one of the tab dividers has a nice little motivational quote. And again, I love quotes. I'm going to share with you July when it comes to my monthly planning pages. And my monthly pages come from, I have a little list here that I have to check. Pineapple, oh, it's actually even on it, but I've covered it with sticker. Printable Pineapple, the Printable Pineapple. Oh no, there it is. PrintablePineapple.com made this particular month on 2 pages. And I like it so much because it's very, very large. As you can see in the October version. I'll show you a nice blank one. This is what it looks like blank. It has a place for to do, and it has a little place for this month's focus. I like that it shows the previous month and also that it shows the next month. And the boxes are really nice and spacious, good for writing in. I'm showing you July because this was actually an example of a month that I used it. I'm not always good about getting things planned or, you know, plotted out in advance. It's also back when I was still using this as my personal planner, so you'll see a lot of personal things here too. I've had to cover up, you know, a couple of things that are very sensitive. But I wrote my own little quote here. Your power to change the direction of your life allows you to reinvent yourself, to change your future, and to powerfully influence the rest of creation. Quote by Stephen Covey. Love that quote. Just some washi tape, and then I had 2 different types of washi tape, and I made my own faux American flag. Interesting month. I was supposed to go on a business/vacation trip to Denver at the beginning of July, but The night before, as I was packing for my trip, I started to feel very, very odd, uncomfortable. My stomach did not feel well. As it turns out, I went to the emergency room around 10:30 at night. By 1:30 in the morning, they were transferring me to another hospital, and at 2:30 in the morning, I ended up having an emergency appendectomy. So I did not go on my trip to Denver. Thus, I put the sadness from the Inside Out movie, this sticker. And actually, I'm going to have to go back into Etsy and take a peek and see where I got that sticker from, because I do not remember. These cupcake stickers are from the SymposiPress on Etsy, but I don't remember where I had gotten that one from, so I'll look it up and be sure to post it below. These are also from the SymposiPress. But yeah, it was very sad. I was very, very, very sad. But all's well that ends well. It could have been far worse had I started feeling symptomatic on the flight or when I was alone out there in Colorado. Another sad day, sad, happy day, bittersweet day. My friend Andy's birthday, but also, you know, the birthday of my brother who passed away. And then that following week after the surgery, my husband treated me to a date. We went to see the Cure movie about the band from the 80s. It was actually a concert that they just videotaped, and it was like going to, you know, seeing the whole concert only in the comfort of a recliner at a movie theater. And then just a couple of other appointments, etc. Another quote by Ben Franklin in honor of July. So yeah, that I'm showing you July because I did a really poor job in August. In August, all I had was one doctor sticker, that was my surgery follow-up, some lab appointment, and then, oh, no staff meeting. Yeah. Oh, did I say July? I meant August. August, not such a good month. But this September, I don't have anything in it yet, but I promise, well, okay, I have two little tiny things in here, but I'm going to populate it today. Oops, September. So that's the basics of the month. These stickers are stickers that I had gotten a zillion years ago, maybe 10 years ago, at the Franklin Covey store here in the DC area. They were so, so cute. And this is long before, well, not long before, but just a little bit before I even discovered a planner community online. It was even before I knew that Etsy even existed. And, you know, as soon as I saw these stickers, I thought I absolutely had to get them because they were so fun and cute and colorful. And prior to this point, I hadn't seen anything, you know, like grown-up stickers for a planner. And I was and actually that's how I kind of got my start on planning, as I had mentioned before, was Franklin Covey. And then as soon as I got onto YouTube and Facebook, it morphed from there. These next pages are the day on two page, or no, the day on one page from DIYfish. And I just this new month have decided to use a different format than I had been using before. This time I'm using the day on one page in this style. And I will also post that below because I now don't remember the number of the style that I used. I made an error in printing, so I'm using this page as a mock-up just because the nature of what I do and my work and things like that are, you know, I want to maintain client confidentiality, etc. So I just kind of did a day in the life as it might look. But these are all fictitious numbers and even partially fictitious to-do list. But this is basically how I've set it up. When the page comes to you, it looks like this. It's mostly just a blank grid, and you have 24 hours listed out on the side. Here I went ahead and put a line down the middle. I turned this into the just the view of my day by hour, which isn't so important to me in my personal life, which is why I kind of stopped using the time slots as a planner style for my personal pages. But in my work life, it is very relevant. I lead groups, I meet with individuals one-on-one, I may have meetings with, our team or my boss. And so to be able to visually see my day and when I might be able to make client phone calls or get some notes written or prep for some group, it helps to visually see how the flow of my day is going to be. Here's my to-do list, and then sometimes in the bottom here I might write notes or anything that comes up like a voicemail that I want to make sure I record and get back to. The other thing that I like about it is this, I guess it's this weekly fold out. What I like so much about it, and again these are all fake numbers. What I like about it is that I can be here on this particular day but glance over and say, oh, no team meeting. And so if I'm when I make these appointments with people, sometimes I have my computer, but I don't always have my computer with me. Sometimes I'm at a group site, which is not in my office, and a client may say, could you meet with me Wednesday at 1? Now, for some reason, too, my work phone does not seem to be syncing very well with my Outlook calendar at work. So I can't always trust it. I can't always trust that it has synced itself. And having this here already done and making sure that I sync it in either in real time or at very latest at the end of the day, having this here has been very beneficial because I can see in advance, oh yeah, I could meet with you at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. And I can plug it in pencil until I get back to the office and plug it in on the computer. So I really like having this fold out here. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with, again, this is just a beta test, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this section here. Ordinarily, this might be for habit tracking. I don't really have habits at work, but I might end up just using it as a, what do I have here? A to-do list? I'm not sure. Or maybe habits of some sort. Not sure yet. I'll keep you posted. And then here's just a weekly to-do list of the top things that you want to have happen during the week, little place for notes, etc. But I really, really like the fold-out ability and to be able to see your week at a glance, but then also have the benefit. I know I could get just a week at a glance planner, but I do like the benefit of having this much space for my day in the particular job that I do right now. So, moving on. Thank you for staying with me if you're still here. This next section is pretty basic. It's notes. Anytime we go to a staff meeting with my boss, or if I have an idea of sorts and don't want to put it in my journal, I have it side tabbed here, but also top tabbed for easy reach. And I forgot to mention this tab, this top tab page marker, and this top tab page marker both come from, where do they come from? I'm still looking at my little thing here, my cheat sheet here. They come from Tiddlywinksdesigns, also on Etsy. So check them out below. Really, really cute page markers. I love things that are fun, colorful, cute. So anyway, this is where I keep notes ordinarily. And then as soon as I'm done with them, I pull out whatever may have come up at the staff meeting that is an action item that I need to do. And then I end up filing my notes in my office in my lockable cabinet. But I also extract whatever to-dos might come out of it and put it on my weekly to-do list. And then the last section is just 411. It's information. That's things like passwords. Have no passwords on this page simply because my last password page was so incredibly sloppy from having to change my passwords 8 zillion times. So I have a pristine blank one that I'm going to go ahead and populate now and put down the most accurate passwords that I have. Nothing special, just a password section. And then the last part here, another one of those clear plastic Erin Condren clear plastic tabs, sticker pockets, little cardboard motivational thing, plan for tomorrow, celebrate today, yada yada. And then in the very back, just some personal stuff that motivates me and makes me think. This is my brother, Pat. I mentioned him before. He's the one whose birthday was in July. He passed away 2 days before I received the offer for the current job that I'm in, and his passing was very, very difficult for all of us. He was a huge inspiration to me and his friends and so many people. In fact, honestly, it is because of Pat that I met my husband, but that's a whole other story for a whole other time. It's an interesting story. But I met my husband because of him, and I also, I think I'm in the job that I'm in currently because of him. So I keep this here. That was just the mass program from his funeral mass that I had designed. I keep it here right next to an album that my husband and his band members who are in the band Anti-Social Club created this album. My husband wrote most of the music and lyrics, and my daughter is also in this band, and they dedicated the album to my brother Pat. So I kind of keep that there. By the way, yeah, I mean, check them out. They're pretty darn awesome. I was very, very impressed with this album. Not just because I'm related to them and they're my friends, but really, I really dig the music. I really do, Greg. And then on the last side here, just another quote. I don't know if you can see that too well. Jack Kerouac quote. Can't read it upside down. And this, another little inspiration thing. I had bought myself that. In 2019, May 2019, I graduated with my associate degree. One teeny step for mankind, one huge step for me. I first entered college in the fall of 1984. But as I mentioned in my opening, you know, I've dealt with addiction and major depression and anxiety for a very long time. So my college trajectory was on and off, in and out, off more times than not. And so finally reaching the point of completing an associate degree is one small step for mankind, but one giant leap for me. And now I'm actually, as of this semester, I'm returning to four-year school. I'm going to complete my psychology degree and eventually go on and get a master's degree so I can continue my work in counseling only as a licensed professional counselor or psychologist or other therapist. So that is just a brief overview of my planner. Oh, just a little tiny pocket in the back here. I just have work receipts. Nothing fascinating or special. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to post below. I also left links to my other social media sites, so feel free to check it out. Check out my blog if you're interested in, you know, learning a little bit about my journey in recovery. And yeah, if you want to reach me privately, my personal emails are pink.hi.tops@gmail.com. That'll also be down below. Look forward to making more videos in the not so distant future. I will tell you one thing. It took me about 2 weeks to make this video, and I apologize for being so darn long. I have total respect for anybody who has ever done videos. It looks a heck of a lot easier than it really is. And I still have yet to master, as you can tell, the art of editing. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you soon.